was only a kid when I left Earth. I had no idea what the universe had in store for me.
Our worlds are facing an unstoppable threat. You guys are our last chance.
I guess we're stuck together, partners.
Are you telling me the fate of 12 billion people is in the hands of a thief, 2 thugs, a murderer, and a maniac?
This might not be the best idea.
We will not stand by as evil wipes out billions of innocent lives.
Why would you risk your life for this?
Because right now, life's giving us a chance. If we don't protect the galaxy, who will?
We'll follow your lead.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna hurt. I have a plan. You got a plan. I have part of a plan. That's a fake laugh. It's real. Totally fake.
I'm Groot.
Thank you. What is that?
It's a bomb.
And you leave it lying around?
I was gonna put it in a box.
What's a box gonna do?
You just want to suck the joy out of everything.
Aw, I like the quirkiness of Guardians of the Galaxy. I know that seems to be a bit of a problem for the film and is making it seem a little niche, so I can understand the need for this type of trailer, which is much more traditional. And I think that hook at the beginning of I was, just a kid when I left Earth is phenomenal. I mean, talk about like the reverse E.T. Don't phone home, I'm coming with you, E.T. I think it's a great way to go with this movie and a great way to frame it, to really sell it to your mainstream audience that Marvel needs to turn up for this movie. Because let's face it, they've already sold it to those of us who are into comics and into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the people who are hardcore into it. There are some people who enjoy the Marvel movies who might still be on the line with this film, but I think the rest of us are sold. And if anything, this trailer to me is a little disappointing because I want more funny. That's what I think James Gunn is really bringing to this. That's what Chris Pratt is bringing to this. And when you have characters like Groot and Rocket Raccoon, your movie's quirky, whether you like it or not. And I do like kind of the exchange at the end between, Peter Quill and Rocket Raccoon about that bomb. I thought that was, classic. Well, at least from the comics, the way Brian Michael Bendis has been reimagining them right now. I'm not too familiar with older Guardians of the Galaxy comics, but you know what? Nobody really is. They've never really been a big seller. That's why everybody was so surprised when Marvel decided to make it their next big thing. Because even within the comic book community, this franchise has never really connected. But as a movie, I'm excited with what I've been seeing. I like it. It's almost like a live-action The Lego Movie, and I loved The Lego Movie. And the Lego Movie did quite well at the box office, but for some reason Marvel feels they need to, play it a little safe and release this more traditional trailer. Also, some of you should be very pleased. A lot of you have been asking me, well, why don't you complain about the fact that Zoe Saldana has no lines in these trailers? The woman is silent yet again. And I would say, Gamora is not the star of this movie. This is all about Peter Quill, obviously, and I think a lot about Rocket Raccoon and Groot, and if female superheroes want to be front and center, I'm afraid they're just going to have to get their own movie. I mean, she has a line here, but it's your, traditional, badass female line, questioning the hero while looking at him with eyes that say, I think you're pretty hot, Peter Quill. Clearly, I think that seems to be going on here. Even though in the comic, Gamora and Peter Quill are not an item, which I think is one of the nice things about that comic. They're just team members. But I'm also a little, about Bradley Cooper, I'm starting to come around with him on the voice for Rocket Raccoon. I like the work he's doing. It has a lot of energy. I think he's really into it. He's really selling it. It doesn't sound like Bradley Cooper so much. I don't hear it and go like, hey, that's Bradley Cooper standing over there off camera with a microphone. That's not the vibe I'm getting. I still don't know if I could marry the that voice that Bradley Cooper is using to Rocket Raccoon's mouth, it still doesn't seem to fit to me. It doesn't seem to be coming from the character, literally, but I'm getting there. I'm coming around to that character, and I think Rocket Raccoon has a ton of potential. Groot, still think Groot's a tough sell, and I still think it's a waste of Vin Diesel's talents, which are plenty, according to his box office numbers and his huge fan base. I'm a Vin Diesel fan, and I think that Marvel could use him better, but he's just a voice here saying one line, basically, I am Groot. I'd be interested to know how Peter Quill can tell what he's saying. I thought only, Rocket Raccoon could interpret the nuances of I am Groot. But again, I like the quirkier parts of this trailer. I like seeing more of the movie. It seems very exciting to me. This is truly Marvel's gamble. I've been calling that since it was announced. A number of people have. And I think that, you know what? I guess that's what bothers me about this trailer. Marvel should just own up to it and roll the dice with flair. They shouldn't be apologetic about it. So I'm really rooting for this movie. I have a lot of faith in Chris Pratt. And you know what? I'm even starting to come around on James Gunn. I was a little iffy on him. I didn't like that stuff about that misogynistic and homophobic posting he'd done about what superhero you'd like to sleep with. But you know what? I think he looks like he's delivering. I think he looks like he did a professional job here, and he's bringing something new to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm excited to see it. So the question is, what do you think of this trailer? Do you think it's a little bit of a wet blanket on the quirky ride that we've been promised so far, or do you understand why it needs to be there? And if you're one of those people who've been on the fence about Guardians of the Galaxy, are you maybe now starting to come around, as this trailer I think is supposed to do? This trailer is made for you. So the question is, does it work for you? All right, thank you so much for tuning into my review, and you can check out some more episodes right now.